Good afternoon, Year 8. We're going to look at the British Empire today, which is our next topic. We'll start with a definition. An empire is an extensive group of states or countries ruled over by a single monarch, an oligarchy or a sovereign state. So in our case, it's lots of countries governed by Britain, the British, and most famously Queen Victoria. To have an empire, a country needs to be powerful. When it's powerful, it can develop its power and extend its power in a sort of cycle. So what it needs to get to this powerful state is it needs raw materials. It needs to be able to make and sell whatever it has. In order to be able to sell things, it needs a market or markets to sell things to. Think of your geography. This leads to money and wealth. This money and wealth can then lead to physical power, i.e. an army. This physical power can then lead to gaining more raw materials or stopping your opponents from having them raw materials. Again, that pushes on to more markets to sell to, greater money and wealth, and increased physical power. If we look at the two maps shown here, that were in your booklet for work last week. The first one, the British Empire in 1763. As we can see, we weren't that big. We had a big swathe in the colonies, a chunk of Canada, a bit in India, and then some in the Philippines and the East Indies. By 1900, a lot has changed. We've lost what is nowadays America, but we've got the whole of Canada. But we have outposts in every other continent. We have huge chunks in Africa, as you can see down in South Africa. We've got what is nowadays Egypt, which is just, if you look at the second A in Africa and go a bit north of there. We've got all of India, Australia, New Zealand, and then again, importantly, a little bit in South America. One final thing that's worth noting about, which you can't really see on the map, is we have lots of outposts. Now, the world, up until the 1950s almost, was controlled by the seas. We didn't have extensive aeroplane flights, therefore you needed to control the seas. In order to control the seas, you needed outposts or fueling stations so you could move your navy around as and how you pleased. And this is the key. This is why Britain to this day has control in Gibraltar near Spain, the Falklands down near Argentina, and various other places. We'll leave this first video here. It was just hopefully explaining and putting into context the work we're going to do over the next few weeks. What we'll be doing in the next few weeks is looking in a bit more detail at some of the countries in the empire and then starting to evaluate the impact of the empire, A, on the countries we governed, but also on how it has a legacy in the country and the modern Britain we live in today.